Hello? I feel... am I really echoey? Who's that coming from? Okay, I'm having to, like, look over at my phone for this. Oh, that's because it's on. Okay. Am I? I feel like, this... Okay, so there was, like, a major difference between me and chat and, like, stuff. What? Oh, yeah. I forgot. I can move stuff. Okay. Today we will be doing stuff. I will be doing art stuff. Yeah, I'll do art stuff. I'm tired. I don't know why I chose to do this on a tired day. But I gonna move chat a bit. Or maybe I should move. See, all of this is just me trying to get used to this. Because I want to take this up as like a full thing. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, in all honesty. I don't have a mic. I've just got my laptop. But I hope that I'm gonna be able to do this more. I'm probably not gonna do it while other people are home, but and with like the summer holidays coming up here in England, there's probably gonna be more people at home. But yeah. So this may be like first in a few streams or blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know how often I'll stream. I don't know how not often I'm gonna be streaming. I'm kind of just speaking here because I'm trying to get better at speaking to other people. I get a lot of my words mixed up, so I'm trying to work on my public speaking as well. That's another thing I've got with this. Basically, this whole first part of the stream has been me just talking about what I want to do and what I want to fulfill with this. I mean, streaming has been like a big thing for me since like 2020. It's been something that I've really wanted to try, mainly because I don't have much much editing skills. I've never edited before. I've never done any of this stuff before, so I'm hoping that through this I'll learn some editing skills and just learn a bit more about social media, really, and how I could make this work as a job. See, I want to go into freelancing with the sector that I'm studying. I'm probably going to have to. So, this is going to be good for me to get used to talking to people, I guess. But anyway, we're gonna go. So I've chosen for today, I've chosen Star the Bat from, give me 1 second to Phazetheslugcat on Artfight to draw. I just thought they were really cool. And also us sharing. I'm Star, if you don't know me, but us sharing a name definitely helped. There wasn't much written about them. I kind of just picked them off of the design. But yeah. What was I gonna say? I kind of just picked them off the design, really. I love the purple and yellow. They go really well together, and they've definitely thought about the color scheme and like the way it works well together. I also just love star themed characters. It's probably why I'm on Team Starlight this year. A lot of my characters are star themed as well. Even though like you've got ones like Ren who are vaguely star themed. Ren is one of my Sonic OCs. They're a Velociraptor, but they're vaguely star themed. They have a lot of star like imagery. You've got Ultim, who though isn't directly star themed, could be taken that way. It's just a lot of yellows. I love yellow. Yellow is a good colour. I should probably, next time I stream, people remind me next time I stream, I need a post-it note of things to talk about, because that would probably help a lot with talking points. I don't know whether this picks up. Does my scratching pick up? The scratching of my pen on my drawing tablet may or may not pick up. But I wanted them to be like floating around the star. Like you see those images. I love imagery where characters are holding celestial objects. So that's what I'm going to do for this. I'm going to try and make them hold a star. I'm terrible at proportion. What is it? Wait, the way you look at stuff. It'll come to me. But yeah. I feel kind of weird talking to myself because I think the one viewer at the moment is my phone, where I'm reading the chat but like nobody there, so yippee. Well, maybe I could take this in a way that like they're sitting looking out at the stars. That may work better. That would also mean I had to draw a window. I always wanted like a window seat when I was younger. That was something I always really wanted. Window seats are cool. I wanted to be, I think, Bear in the Big Blue House, I think, had one. Or they had a window which they would look out of, and I always really liked that. But a lot of the books when I was younger that I read had window seats for the characters. I think window seats are cool. If I go look over at the artfight page, yeah, there's little to nothing written about this character. The other character linked in their profile doesn't have much on them either, so I'm a bit I don't really know what their personality is. They look quite like sly. I think a lot of the back characters that I've seen people make, specifically Sonic OCs, are quite sly. I think that's because Rouge is a treasure hunter as well. I do think at one point I want to do like little redesigns, because in my sketchbook I've already redesigned Amy Rose, but that was just because I wanted to, and for Ultim's storyline I needed to give them different outfits, so I always forget how like skinny Mobians are. They have such weird body shapes. I normally just apply humanoid body shapes to them. Like, my Ultim body sheet is like a mix between Sonic and like just general anthro stuff. This ear is but it's just I don't even think the snout is like that. They don't have a side view, god damn it. I can't tell. I can't tell whether these like hair strands here are just see-through or whether they're just drawn like that because they wanted to show what was under them. We're gonna go with they're drawn like that to see what that so we can see what's under them. But they're not even like that. How do I do this? I think the head's just slightly too big. So we're gonna rectify this by drawing another circle. We love circles here. Circles are helpful. I think am I going to have to draw them facing away? Is that the way I'm going? Or am I going to draw them facing the camera? Is the true question here. We'll draw in their chest fluff. Then we'll draw in their snout. Okay, I need a reference image of Rouge. I will get that up on my phone. I do think for my next stream I'm going to add some music in. I really struggle without anything in the background, so that's definitely going to be a go-to for next stream. Oh yes, Rouge does have a side view. I really struggle with like taking characters from Sonic and making them like the pinnacle of their species, because like surely there are like bats that don't look like Rouge, but I'm going to have to reference Rouge's snout for this. So there is like... Wow. I'm also still good. I need to redo my settings for my drawing tablet because I got a new laptop and I am now eternally struggling with learning the new controls. So I need to go onto my tablet driver at some point and redo some of these settings. See, for most of my drawings, I just clean up the sketch. Is what I've learned through artfight. You don't have to totally do line art. You just need to clean up the sketch. Which is quite fun. I have drawn the eyes wrong. There we go. Your eyes are more curved on the side, I believe. So we have a point here, point at the end here, and a point here. I don't even know what gender this character is. So I'm just going to use they them pronouns for them from now on. I've just realised that has just dawned on me. The true question is whether or not we put... I don't think the leg's up at the right angle to put the arm like that. See, I'm doing my best to not have to draw hands here, but we're gonna have to draw a hand here because in my mind the other arm is like that. Well, we're gonna draw their massive ass gloves. These are some big gloves. And shoes. Yeah. I know that's not the right shape. But that looks too long. God damn it. Let's... So there's like that. And then it's like that. And then we have heel. Let's make the leg slightly skinnier because we have to do that. should probably make the eraser slightly bigger. Their wings. They have both wings, right? Yeah. There's just one wing on this side. Maybe I should have them outstretched. Do they have a tail? Yeah, they have a tail. Whoa. How do we that? I've gotten totally distracted by a notification on my phone. Let's get back to this. Okay. Had my 5-minute break. I don't even think that was 5 minutes in all honesty. We'll get back to this. I don't think that hair's right. Is it? No, this can't be right. How, please, people, can we put side views on your reference sheets so I know how to draw your hair sideways? I'm being very hypocritical because the side views I put on my characters ones are not very helpful for drawing the yeah, I think that's about it. Drawing the hair, that's what I was going to say. One thing I have about streaming, is I can't get my chat up on my screen. So I'm having my phone to the side of me, and I'm noticing how, like, out of sync the the stream is from my actual drawing. It's quite funny, actually. Unless it's just my phone, and my phone is extremely out of sync. But I keep refreshing the stream, so that may not be. See, until I started looking outside of like YouTube and Pinterest, I didn't realize how many cool Sonic cozies there were. Because all the Pinterest ones are like you see the same stuff over and over again. I'm not saying all the OCs are exactly the same, or all the OCs have inspiration, but you never see new ones. So on Artfight, it's really nice seeing ones that I haven't seen before. Like, there are so many really cool and imaginative OCs on Artfight, and I just can't draw them all. I also heard of like fan kids through reaching out for Sonic OCs, and I'm like, all of these are really cute and imaginative, and even if you have like two fan kids from the same parents, they never look like the same. It's quite cute that all these designers and artists have like different ideas to how they would like them to be seen, you know? It's just really cool when you see two people who've had very similar ideas and their concepts are completely different. I guess that's another thing because I'm in education to become a graphic designer. It's really nice seeing the creativity on the internet, because actually a lot of graphic design is just trying to be creative and sometimes failing miserably. I know for a lot of my projects, I've really struggled with inspiration. And it's lovely to see that people on the internet are willing to give tips on these things. Like on my Instagram story, I often upload pieces of concept work that I do for my college work. Like, I had for my final project, I was creating a mascot. And his name is Milo. He's very cute. But I had like 3 different ideas for a mascot. And I put them all up on my Instagram story. And within like a day, people gave me which one they thought would be most effective. And it's nice to know that there are people on the internet who are, because I've been on the internet for years now, though maybe not totally. I started my Instagram account in 2020. But even before that, I was on YouTube and on other social media sites, DeviantArt, I guess. I didn't have an account, but I was on it, sort of thing. I didn't see anything sketchy, but that's beside the point. But there was a lot of like, see, people say, oh yeah, YouTube Shorts is really toxic. But I don't think it was just YouTube Shorts. The amount of really angry stuff you see online on YouTube is like, there is so much. And I'm not saying I don't watch it. But, and my mum would definitely agree with me that sometimes I get a bit too sucked in. But it's just because some people don't have common sense and do some really stupid stuff on the internet because they think that it's anonymous. But anyways, getting off topic. But it's nice to see that, like, on other social media platforms, there are places that really kind of enjoy looking at your art and are really nice to you, sort of thing. Because growing up, there was a lot of fear-mongering around the internet. Like, a lot of my friends had Instagram from the time they were 10. I got it, again, 2020. So I had been told, and a lot later than my peers. See, I had grown up with a lot of fear-mongering. I mean, British schools. So, you heard a lot of bad stuff about the internet. It was always, oh, places like Instagram and stuff are really dangerous. And I'm not saying they aren't. You should probably keep your kids off them until they're like 14 at least. And that's minimum. Like 16 maybe. And I'm not saying like, oh, my word is end all, but I do think that a lot of these social media apps do have some really dangerous side effects. It's the same with like Discord. I've seen like 12-year-olds on Discord, and I'm a bit confused on how they're even allowed to be anywhere near that place, you know? Discord is I would say hell site, but it's not really a site. It's a hell app to some people. It depends on where you are. Like, if you're on like artist Discord, then yeah, sure. That can be slightly better, but Discord pulls in a lot of really bad people. And I do appreciate my mum for like monitoring my internet access as a kid. Because when I go onto the internet now and look back at what was happening back then, there was a lot of stuff going on that I'm so glad my mum made sure I wasn't involved with by monitoring my internet usage slightly. But I can't remember where I started off with. Where did I start off with this? Basically, don't let your kids on social media. I really need to get used to remembering where I started off from when there's nobody else around me to tell me where I did. We're gonna make this slightly fear-mongering in British schools. I legitimately cannot remember where I started from with this. Yeah, let's just move on to another topic. Oh, I think I was talking about how the internet can be really nice sometimes. But, again, depends on where you are. Depends on who you're around. You can find so many good people on the internet, and I'm so glad that my mutuals on Instagram are so nice. But also I'm aware that some people didn't have the same experience as me. And, like, I know some people who were in really bad positions online and weren't in good spaces. And really there was nothing we could do to stop them, because if we told their parents, they may get in more trouble, sort of thing. Or if we told their parents may not think anything of it. But, it's nice to have nice people on the internet. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually got many bad comments online, but that's just because I'm not big, I guess. Should probably get myself a drink if I'm talking, you know. But oh well. Let's get back to talking about this character. The blue eyes isn't something that I would have done, in all honesty, but they work really well. Oh wait, I'm not. Damn it. I'm not fully zoomed out, so there is some bits that I have missed. That's how does perspective? That's the word I was looking for earlier at the very beginning. Perspective. Work. How does... Is it like that? Yeah, like that. I'm probably going to end at like 12 once I've got like base colours done, because I prefer to render by myself. And also that'll mean an hour, and I can go back over the VOD and check whether I was check on like how I was doing throughout the entirety of it. Because one of the biggest streaming tips that no matter where I go, someone says is look back over your VODs. And I'm going to cringe at how I sound but I really don't care if it will help me learn about what I'm doing wrong. Because, as I said at the beginning, I do want to take up streaming as, like, not necessarily a full-time, but, like, a part-time thing. So, going over your VODs apparently is good for your learning what you're doing wrong. I know one thing that I need to work on as, like, a full stop is a first stop is working on my stuttering and remembering where I'm going with stuff. Because I know that's a weak point for me, and that has always been a weak point. I remember my GCSE speaking exam. If people don't know what a GCSE speaking exam is, that is where basically you get to choose a topic. We were allowed to choose anything. And you just have to speak about it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes? I think it's not 30 minutes. It's like 50. But it felt like 30. It had to be like an educational topic as well. I chose, because I was really into J fashion at that time. And just learning about it in general. I did J fashion and its links to mental health. And had I known about JIK, I would have used that. But I mainly used Menhera fashion, I think it's called. It's been a while since I talked about it. But and it's links to Minhera-chan. I did stuff about that. I cannot remember what it's called, but there was a one specific type of fashion that uses a lot of medical imagery. And I think that's pretty cool. I thought it was cool. I'm not as big a fan of J fashion as I was. I think it's really cool. Don't think I could ever wear it. I don't think I have the energy to wear it. That's why I dress up all my OCs in pretty little outfits, because I would never have the energy in real life to get up and put those on. Unless I have like 2 hours in the morning, you know? Which most of the time I don't. Cons of getting up early. I don't actually, since like the summer's come in, I've started getting up later, and that's something that I need to start putting my alarms back on, is what I need to do. See, that's partially cleaned up. I'll clean up more after I finish the base layer. The base colours. Which I normally just do with a fill tool, and then I'll clean up. That's why it isn't doing that. I'm not on a fill tool. I normally just do it on a fill tool and clean it up, because I really struggle with colouring. As you can see, I'm not great with following lines either, apparently. My hand is not doing well for us today. Let's clean this up. Actually, that is a lot more toned down than I thought it was. I really have to make a few changes to the colour because I need that more vibrant, and I don't know whether that's just like my colour picker or that's what I've forgotten. I've forgotten the math. I'll do that later, you know? And then I'll probably never do it. But you know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah, their head's the same colour. Is their hair the same colour? Yeah. See, one thing I do need to do is rewatch Sonic Underground. I'm not sure whether we'll ever get to like see them in any other media. I guess if they become like, I was gonna say free range, but you know what I mean. Like it goes into public domain. But I really would like to see Sonic and Manic come back in something else. I'm pretty sure. I feel like their rights were brought out by someone else. Or like the animation studio kept their rights, so Sega can't use them. Sega has a really bad habit with this. Because we also have what's the guy? Scourge from the Archie comics? I never actually read the Archie comics. I probably need to. I'm currently I don't know whether I should read the Archie comics or start with the IDW comics. I'm vaguely new to the Sonic fandom. I say vaguely new, I've been posting about it for months now, but like mainly about the games and TV shows because I can get my hands on them easier. Because I don't know whether IDW sells comics in my country, you know? At least I've never seen a Sonic comic. I mean, I know there were like the British ones, but I'm probably never going to read those. Unless, like, maybe I could make a stream out of it. Reading all the British Sonic comics. I don't even know where I'd get them from, in all honesty. Actually, this is the first time I think I've seen a snout and the insides of the eyelids have the same colouring. I don't think Rouge has that. Yeah, Rouge's eyeshadow is blue, according to the brush sheet I've got up for Rouge. Okay, I'll get these flat colours done, and then I shall be off for the day because I need to get lunch. It is almost lunchtime. It would be very nice for me to be able to eat. I think I have strawberries in the fridge. I'm hoping I've got strawberries in the fridge. I like strawberries. Strawberries are good. They're not my favourite fruit. Okay, they may be. But also, I really struggle with fruit. My stomach just rumbled at like the loudest I've ever heard it. It hasn't even been that long since I had breakfast. Okay, it was like, what, 8 when I had breakfast. That's the time I got up, I think. But this should probably be the darker yellow. Okay. Okay. Let's clean some of this up. Yeah, these are 2 different colours, I think. Maybe I should have... Yeah, that looks better. I've just realised all 3 of these. Oh, well, that's a different colour from that. So my next call of business, once I've exited stream, will be to clean up the lines a bit more and start on shading, which I'm terrible with. For me, shading is mainly putting a blending layer on top of it and marking out shadows and highlights. I mean, I think that's how everyone does it, but like, mine doesn't look as good. I really appreciate people who do rendering tutorials because it allows me to try new stuff. But well, I don't know whether to make this like midnight or dusk, you know? That can be something I try out while shading. There we go. There's our sketch. I probably need to clean that up. that's where we'll be ending for today. I actually really like how this has come out. But yeah, that's probably where we'll be ending for today. Yeah, we'll go with that. So I shall be off for today, and I've just realised for the entirety of the stream, the thing's been off. I think that's right. But I shall stream whenever I can. For today. That is the end. Okay, so I shall see you all another day. Don't die. Stay healthy, drink water, have a snack. That's where I'm going to end for today.